What is going on, guys? We have what I would consider the definition of Honda shitbox. We have a 95 Honda Civic 4-door that she's in rough shape, man. I don't believe there's one panel on this thing that's straight. But we're not going to be doing nothing crazy with it. We're just going to be roughing out the bodywork, getting it decent, throwing a decent paint job on it. We've got brand new fenders, and you can see this paint is terrible. But it looks like we're gonna have to strip the top surfaces. We're gonna have to strip the hood, the roof, the sail panels, and also the deck lid and some of the quarters. But he's not looking for no show quality. He wants something that's a nice, clean driver. This is a buddy's car, so I'm gonna do what I can to make it look nice. But anyways, that's enough talking. Let's get to work. All right, so we got the new fenders on. These fenders take some finessing, and to get them perfect, I'd spend hours doing it. So we got it close enough. Now I'm going to move to stripping the top surfaces, the hood, the roof, and the deck lid. I'm going to show y'all what I'll be using to make that happen. All right, so what we're going to be using to strip everything to bare metal is the aircraft stripper. This stuff is the quickest, easiest way, in my opinion, to get the old paint off. And what I'm going to use is just a mixing cup and a brush. And a brush to brush it on. Let me show you how I do that. Alright, so I let the paint stripper sit overnight. It seems like it's done a pretty good job of lifting all the paint. And we'll get the plastic pulled off and I'll show you how good this stuff works. Peeling the paint right off. I told y'all this stuff was badass. I'll take a putty knife and scrape the rest of it off, get it all cleaned up. Pulls the paint right off. Got clean bare metal. And the paint stripper is not really supposed to do 100% of the job. It just does the majority of it. And then we'll go over everything that's left, strip the rest of it off with 80 grit, finish off 180, and we'll do any bit of body work that we need. Let's get back to work. All right, so we got the Civic all taped up, ready for primer. The bare metal has got to get epoxy primer. And then after we get epoxy primer on it, we can hit it with the 2K primer. All right, for the epoxy primer, I'm using Shopline's JP377. Spraying it with my Solder Jet 100B HVOP with a 1.7 fluid tip. This epoxy primer will give us good corrosion protection and adhesion for the 2K primer. All it needs is one even medium wet coat, and then we can move to the 2K primer. I'm using the same gun I was using to spray the epoxy primer, the Solder Jet 100B HVOP with a 1.7 fluid tip. I ended up doing 3 coats of primer, which will give us plenty of film build to run a block over the car, buzz it down, and prep it for paint. If you've enjoyed my video, please like, share, and subscribe, and keep a lookout for my next video, where we'll be getting this Civic in the booth and getting some color on this thing. I'll see y'all in the next one.